I'm Gypsy. Today, you're going to hang out with me while I give you my take on some of the latest that I've been seeing floating around in Dolly World. And the first thing I want to mention is this: the Barbie Signature Masters of the Universe He-Man and Teela live action film dolls. People have been asking me my thoughts on these dolls, and I am here to give it to you. First of all, I'm gonna just start off by saying, face mold wise, I love both of these dolls. I think that they have interesting faces that I don't recall having seen anywhere else. Homie reminds me a little bit of young Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is it just me? I have not watched the He-Man that they used as live action film references for these dolls. So I don't know what version of He-Man this is supposed to be reflecting. Those of you who do, tell me in the comments. But I absolutely love the face sculpts that they chose for these. Clearly, they're not face molds we've seen before. I don't recognize them. Am I wrong? I think that these guys are supposed to be crafted after the actual people who are playing them. So you tell me. Maybe I'm just not well informed, or I'm not familiar enough with the face sculpts here to have seen them on other dolls. But I haven't seen them anywhere else. So just from the face sculpt alone, I'm a fan. Now, everything else. I do love that the male character has rooted hair. Thank you. And I also love that he's got this bulky, muscular body with the made-to-move joints. Thank you again. I feel like I'm a little bit so-so about the closed fists. We saw that already with the Superman and Batman dolls back in the day, which were such a nuisance for people who wanted to pose their dolls in different ways or change them out of their superhero clothing. And I had the same kind of feeling with this one, but thankfully the other hand that's holding the sword is not completely a closed fist. So I guess that's a compromise, but I just prefer dolls like this. Mattel, we know you can do it because we've seen you do it recently, and you do it all the time with the Monster High kind of dolls. You can just give us extra hands so we can pop them in and out, especially for collectible dolls. They're for adults. Can we just stop treating everybody like kindergarten kids, please? That's what I would have liked to see with him to make him even better. And also, just me personally, I mean, I know he's He-Man, and He-Man dresses like a 90s stripper, but can we get a backup set of clothes? Do He-Man just be walking around like this all the time? Don't he got on regular clothes sometimes? Isn't he a prince or something, his alter ego? He don't be wearing clothes? I mean, I'm just saying. Just for the price. I'm can I get some extra clothing, please? So that's my thought on him. As far as she is concerned, she's more dressed than He-Man is. I feel some type of way. What is going on? Yeah, the female doll is nice too. And I am not a big fan of her red boots. I know this is supposed to be depicting a character, but I'm just telling you my personal feelings because I just don't like the color red. So I'm just biased against red, pink. And that's just my own personal thing. But overall, I would have liked for her boots to be a different color, white or black or something like that. Overall, the appeal for these dolls to me, honestly, is to change them completely out of these characters' clothing and costumes and make them my own characters. And for that, I absolutely adore them. Now, as far as her body is concerned, she does have the superhero body, which the silhouette of I absolutely love, okay? But, however, as a fashion doll, this body would irk me to no end because she cannot pose with her hands on her hips. And there's just so much limitations with the joints in a doll that's made with this kind of body because the upper arm joint is missing, and that's what we need to rotate for made-to-move dolls in order for us to be able to get maximum posing ability, and she is missing that. But her skin tone looks like it's probably very easy to find a substitute for. It's just I don't want to have to compromise this beautiful muscular body tone that she's got going on with the superhero body just so she can have some extra joints. Do I have to? So I feel a little bit some type of a way about it. I wish that Mattel would just do a compromise. I think the closest thing we have to this with all the full joints is the athletic body that Brooklyn usually comes on. So if we could just do more skin tones in that Brooklyn body type, I would be okay with that as a substitute for the superhero bodies. But that's just, my own personal take. Overall, the appeal of these dolls to me is definitely not the characters. It's just that they have cool face sculpts, really nice hair, and that they come with pretty good articulation already, so I don't have to worry about having to rebody them right away if I really don't want to. That's the overall. I feel like I like more things about these dolls than dislike them. So these are definitely on my radar to get, but they're not dolls that if I miss out on them, I'm going to have like a heart attack about it. So I wouldn't be rushing to get these dolls as soon as they're available. According to this article, it says April 25th. So they're coming up very soon. What do you guys think about these dolls? I'm kind of like this overall with almost every doll that Mattel produces that's supposed to be some type of a like movie character. I don't care about the characters. I really don't. I totally like to make all of my dolls my own characters that have their own storylines going on and their own personalities. Even dolls that I buy that are supposed to be like celebrities, I just never look at my doll characters in that way. So this is very typical of me to look at the dolls through this lens of like, what would I do with them? How would I change them up? So what do you guys think? Is this guy supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger though? Because if it is, they did a great job. That he really looks like him to me. So like, is that on purpose? Please tell me I'm not bugging. He looked like Arnold. And I don't know who she's supposed to be, but I like her face. She's very cute. So that's my take on these dolls. Let's move on to some other things that I'm seeing here. This caught my eye. By the way, if you're new to collecting and you haven't checked out youloveit.com's website, like I don't know what planet you're on because you're missing basically everything. So make sure you check this website. Almost daily you have to check this website because you don't know what you're missing. And they don't cover only like Mattel's Barbie dolls. Look at all these different things that they cover here, and just different toys in general other than Barbie is also on here. But we Barbie lovers, of course, we're here to get all the doll news. And sometimes they have more information than Mattel's actual official like sources do. So that's why I love this website. But this is supposed to be the Demon Hunter dolls that are supposed to be, I think, playline for this year. What is that stupid noise? Oh my god, this thing is so aggravating. This is supposed to be the K-pop Demon Hunters, like the Huntrix dolls, collector dolls that are supposed to represent Demon Genu and a sleeping bag Mira. And I guess people were supposed to vote between these two. What the hell is that thing? So you had to pick between Demon Genu here and Mira here and a sleeping bag. Again, yes, because you guys told me to. I did watch the movie, but like I still didn't get it. I watched it in both languages, in Korean and English, thinking like this was gonna make sense to me. I don't know what it is. Like I don't understand the appeal of this movie to everyone. I really don't get it. I don't really understand these characters. I just don't get it. I couldn't get immersed in the storyline. It was just all very silly to me. So like I don't know, but I don't know what this scene is supposed to be depicting. So I don't really understand the lore of it all. So I'm coming at this with that bias. I just want you like to be aware. I don't follow these storylines. I don't care. Okay, I really just don't care. But I'm kind of happy that Genu won because I'm just biased. my son's name is Genu. So I'm just biased because he's got the same name. That's it. That's really about it. But this looks pretty cool. I wouldn't get this doll though, to be honest, because I have no use for it. Like he's dressed in these really cool clothes that I would probably use, the clothing, but I wouldn't want to pay whatever the price is for this doll just for that outfit. What is the price for this doll? I don't know. I hope it's not that much. It says it's a collector doll, but like, you know, I could care less about the doll itself because he's got blue skin. He's very fantastical looking, and I don't have any place in my collection for dolls like this. But I can see why somebody would want this doll because he's so unique looking. So I think they did a pretty good job, and I'm not even shocked that he won the vote. Does he have rooted hair? Is that rooted hair? If that is rooted hair, like, bomb. But, I mean, other than his clothing, there's just no appeal for this doll to me. What is the price of this damn doll? I don't know. Sleeping bag Mira. Oh, okay, so this is what she would have looked like. I like the jacket that also doubles as the sleeping bag. Rooted hair. Love the black outfit. Very sleek. Love that. She looks like a silkworm when she's like all wrapped up in that thing like that. I don't know. I don't know about that, but it is cute. Not gonna lie. Either one of them I feel like would have made sense. Either one if they had one. But I guess Genu is the one they're going to be making. So I don't know when they're supposed to produce this. But did you guys vote? I didn't even know there was a vote for these two options. but they look really cool. Either one I think is really cool. And also, I saw that they have the playline versions of these dolls coming soon. That's the ones that I'm actually more interested in. Yes. Okay, so these are the other ones that I was very, very interested in. Says it's coming in the summer of 2026. But in this collection, which all the dolls are going to be sold separately for about $30 each US, Genu is not in, like, he doesn't look like a demon. So my interest in this lineup absolutely was specifically for Genu. And I don't really care about these girls. Like, I already ordered the 3-pack, so I'm going to get them anyways. And this is like a better idea of what they're probably going to look like, other than those stupid AI generated pictures that we got from Mattel's website. But the clothing on the all white outfits, I like so much better because they're neutral colors. I don't want all these like prints and stuff in my collection, so I don't care about them. But this dude right here, look at him. He's so simple. I love his simple outfit and his very pleasant little face. I hate that he's got molded hair, but I will tolerate it because we do have some fashionistas that we've gotten that are really cool that had molded hair. So I'm not gonna like sweat it too tough, but I only want him. I don't care about the other ones. I hope Amazon gets them so that I can get my hands on them faster. But when these come out, for sure, my attention is on specifically on the Genu doll, who I just feel like I gotta have him to complete my little set with the 3 white outfit girls. But did you guys order the white outfit ones? If you didn't, don't sweat it because, like I said, these dolls were always supposed to be released this year. They're supposed to be, it says $27 retail, which is about the same price as the new Barbie Basics model dolls. So you're not missing anything. And these girls come with way more like colorful outfits and different accessories than even those dolls do. So despite the fact they don't have made to move bodies, which I don't understand, they're supposed to be action heroes. Why can't they move? Mattel. But whatever. We're not going to worry about that. I would have loved to have him with made to move joints. And the same with the girls. But alas, it's Mattel. I mean, we should by now know not to have high expectations of them. The clothing does look pretty cool though. So are these accurate to how they look in the movie? I don't know. I watched it, but like I said, I was totally like tuned out. I was not paying attention to anything happening on the screen. I watched it first in Korean, and then I thought, well, maybe my Korean's just not as good as I thought it was. Am I misunderstanding what's happening here? So then I switched into English and watched it again, and I still had no idea what the hell was going on. I was just like, I'm lost. I don't understand. What is the appeal? I really think the distraction with these characters is just that they're K-pop stars and they sing songs. Like, that's it. Because I don't understand why else anybody likes them. I don't get it. But they're also very cute. And I wanted these for nostalgia because they remind me of what I feel like back in the day when I was a kid and I lived in Korea. What Mimi dolls always had the potential to be but never measured up compared to specifically Barbie brand. And they were just such a disappointment to me, you know? But at the time, my parents would never buy me any Barbies. They would only buy me Mimi dolls. I don't know. I just figured it was because, like, Barbie was either too expensive because they're imported to Korea, or maybe because, like, my father didn't want me playing with dolls that didn't look like us. Because back then, there weren't that many options for black Barbie dolls. I'm not sure exactly what it was. My mom claimed I never asked her for them, but that's not true. I remember begging my dad to get me Barbies. These dolls kind of remind me of, like, what I feel I miss with Mimi dolls and what they could have been. And this version here, it looks like she's got the little the lines on her body, so it's like under the jacket, so you can't see it when she's all covered up with her clothing, but they're hiding under there. So I love that little detail. I love all the rooting and the hairstyling they did with these dolls. I think that these dolls are pretty good quality for all the work they put in and the details that they put into the dolls. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they could have done better. But, you know, I do see some people complaining about, like, printed on things. Like, if you look at her jeans, the pockets, what is that? It's, like, printed on. So, yeah, stuff like that. I feel like, Mattel, we could do better than that, right? Like I said, I don't have high expectations from Barbie. So, for a half-ass job. This is a pretty decent half-ass job. Look at her little earrings too. They're like mixed matched. I love that. I love those little details. All right, so hopefully if you didn't already have these dolls on your radar, you missed the drop for the $150 3-pack of dolls. Then you can see here what your other option is, that these are still coming up. They haven't been released yet. What else can we look at? Next, what's up with the Wonder Woman doll? You guys can get her already on Amazon, and I have her linked in my description box if you're looking for her right now and you want to get her from Amazon. And she's also in my storefront, in my curated list that have all the different kinds of like doll related things grouped together that are similar. I love that they used the Louboutin face mold for her, which I don't actually own. I do have mermaids, which are very similar face sculpt that people always get mixed up. They think the two dolls are like interchangeable sculpts, but they're not. They are two completely different sculpts. They have different nose shapes and slightly different lip shapes, but everything else on the face is very similar, so I would say that one is based on the other. I would be very excited to add this doll. Now the price is a little bit up there. It's like $55 or something like that. But I do see her on Amazon. And the thing about Amazon is that, oh, it's $60. Excusez-moi. The Amazon listings, you do need to check them nearly daily because they keep changing in price. I just ordered the Basics model dolls. I swear to God, after I checked out, like the next day, the prices dropped by a couple of dollars. I was feeling some type of way, okay? So you do need to check to see if the prices are changing, and that's the beauty of Amazon. It doesn't matter if Mattel's website still has a doll at regular price and it's available. Amazon will sometimes have them a lot cheaper and way faster than when Mattel might put a doll on sale. So she's on my wish list right now. Hopefully I'll be able to add her to my collection, but I don't want her because she's Wonder Woman. I just want her for that face sculpt and this beautiful face up that she has. I already own Wonder Woman dolls with the Gal Gadot face, and like, hello, like you can't even compete because it's an actual person's face. I don't know what version of Wonder Woman this is supposed to be, but nonetheless, I think they did a very good job. The outfit and all of the stuff, like I have no need for it whatsoever. I don't care about the character at all. I completely want to strip her out of this stuff. Might even give her a whole new body because, again, with the superhero made to move body ilk, okay? But but if she's just standing on my shelf, I mean, it might not really matter if I can really pose her like that because she's just going to be standing on a shelf. I have like two factions of dolls. I've got dolls that I turn into characters that I want to like animate with and tell stories with and take pictures of. And then I've got dolls that are just for decoration that just sit on my display shelf. So she would be one of those kinds of dolls. So it's not imperative that I give her a totally mobile made to move body. But I'm just saying, like, look at her though. Look at her. Why would you not want this doll? So, and I've seen dolls at the $60 range literally just drop down to like $40, $35 in short spans of time recently. I don't know. I guess doll sales are down. A lot of collectors are actually downsizing their collections right now. So this might be a really great time for you to add some dolls to your collection if you can kind of wait it out. They're not gonna sell out. And see if you can maybe get the doll a little bit cheaper. What do you guys think about this doll? Do any of you guys already have this doll? I'm jealous. And let me know what you think of her if you do. Did you keep her looking like Wonder Woman, or did you change her out of the outfit and like restyle her completely? So now what's up with this? This is what I'm talking about, Mattel. This is what you need to be doing with all of your collector dolls. All the signature dolls should be already coming like this, like default, okay? This doll, how much is this doll? We're going to look at the price when we scroll down, I think. But yeah, so she comes with this ghastly outfit she's got on and another pair of pants that is supposed to match that undershirt. But like the main appeal of this doll is that she's got removable hands. All right? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Give us some posability with these hands. It's about time. It is 2026. Yo, it's almost 2030, bro. We're 4 years away from 2030. We are living in the future. Why on earth? You've already given us swappable neck pegs, finally. Took long enough. You've finally given us superior mobility with the made-to-move joints. Why are we slacking and lacking with these posable hands? $32. That's really nothing $32, that's it for all the clothes that she comes with and extra hands. So it clearly doesn't take that much to manufacture the extra pieces of plastic y'all already love to waste plastic endlessly at Mattel. You might as well put them to good use. So all the stupid T tags that you have the dolls held hostage inside of the boxes with, can we just do away with those and give us more limbs? Give us more hands. Like, it's not rocket science, okay? Now, this doll, of course, I don't know why they wasted this on stupid Millie. Like, we have a bajillion versions of her already. Why? Why would you waste this on her? Like, the sales, I think, would be probably a lot better for this doll if we had a completely different face sculpt, okay? And even any other basic playline face sculpt would have been fine, even an ugly one. But like, why did it have to be Millie? I'm sitting here thinking there's got to be like 4 or 5 different versions of this doll, right? I haven't seen any yet. I haven't heard anything about any other versions. So if you have, tell us about it in the comment section. This is considered part of the Deluxe Style Fashion lineup, which is very popular. So like, why is it only just this one? I don't get it. But whatever. Anyways, it's a start in the right direction. Nothing new about like none of the accessories, like and none of this is special. It's just the fact that she's got interchangeable hands. So I think this doll will probably make the rounds in the collector community as a body donor doll with some extra clothing, and the heads are probably going to end up in everybody's reject piles or getting repainted or getting thrown up on eBay. Like, nobody cares about Millie's head. Even with these purple streaks they try to fool us with to make it seem like she's super special. But no, she's very plain Jane. Give me a break. Did you guys see these Barbie signature Barbie Style Fashion Week dolls? Each doll represents a different fashion city. So this one is representing Paris. Again, Millie, but she is a side-glancing closed mouth version, which is always much better than the typical playline face that we see all the time. And something about a side glance always looks very playful to me, which I love. So I don't know what's going on with these dolls, like what the distribution of these dolls are supposed to be like. When are they coming out? Are they already out? What is the purpose of these? I don't know. Like, I don't know where you can get these from. Who knows anything about these Fashion Week dolls? Please tell me about it in the comments because I'm very, very curious. If I'm not mistaken, the Barbie style dolls that we've recently got, like the Brooklyn version that we got recently, was like $50 or less, I think. So, and that even that doll went on sale pretty quickly. So maybe it's possible that we could see the price point for this doll being similar in that similar range, not too much more than like $55. I hope. Mattel loves to shoot the prices up by $5 every time they have a new release of a doll in the same lineup. So like, I don't trust them. But the clothes that these dolls are coming with, very, very high quality for Mattel. Even with my Brooklyn that I got, that's from the last release of the at Barbie style dolls, the dress that she had on was extremely great quality. So what do you guys know about the price point for these ones? And when on earth are we supposed to be seeing these dolls? I'm guessing these are only going to be available through Barbie's website on Mattel Creations. I hope I'm wrong, but I do also appreciate that they used a closed mouth Brooklyn sculpt for her, even though I wish they would stop using Brooklyn, the black version of Millie, on these like collectible dolls. Please stop. She's such a playline face. That's just my personal take. A lot of people feel the same way about it, but you know, a lot of people like Brooklyn's face, so they don't really care. But I just don't like seeing dolls that are very hackneyed looking being put on collectible status and then being charged all this money for them when like no, I can just get you on a fashionista and spend like $10 on you. Like, why would I do that? And I also don't like this Milan version with the red from head to toe. I really just don't like that. I wish they would have broken up the red with some other colors. Again, yes, I'm biased because I don't like red anyway. But the individual pieces, let's just look at the pieces themselves and not the color. They're very well made, nice looking clothes that I think anybody would love to have in their doll's wardrobe and be able to mix and match it with different things in their own collections. So I'm not opposed to anybody adding all 3 of these dolls to their collection. None of their faces are to write home about, okay? They're all very basic playline sculpts. Even the one with the brown jacket, which I think is maybe my favorite just because I love that jacket. She's just a plain old NASA face sculpt which is like, you know, typical playline fashionista kind of a face. So these are not exclusive faces. I hope and I pray that ain't nobody getting these dolls for their face sculpts, because they're not special, all right? Let's not play ourselves here. The face sculpts ain't nothing to write home about. But everything else, they come with made-to-move bodies. They come with beautiful pieces of clothing that are very, very unique. Like, that's what you're paying for, really. You know, the head is just like a placeholder. You pop that off and pop on a different head that's actually worth your while. Everybody is wondering what everybody thinks about this doll. What is this? The Atelier fashion doll that's supposed to be $300. 300. 300. What? And why? Where? Who? Bruh. This doll is not even like a Barbie size doll either. She's 14.5 inches tall. The designer is Swim No. Stop trying to G me, Mattel, talking about the face sculpt is a brand new Atelier sculpt. Where? This is Carl. This is a Carl sculpt right here, okay? Can y'all stop? Who you think you fooling? I don't know why they do this. Just say what it is, okay? It's straight up Carl sculpt. Hello. What else does it say? Grand Couture Silkstone. So this thing says it's got more than 23 points of articulation, including the fingers and the toes. And the Grand Couture Silkstone Barbie is unlike anything you've ever seen from Barbie's signature. Her luminous. That's right, you heard me right. They said it's luminous. Glass eyes radiate with wonder and serenity. She wears a full pink coat with soft, delicate ruffles, shimmering pearl-like drop earrings. And under her coat is a dazzling embroidered sequin dress. Ooh, and her hair is styled like one giant bow. Yeah, okay, I see the appeal with the fingers being articulated. Pretty cute little gimmick. And of course, doing something with those little hinged fingers would probably be impossible with actual regular 1/6 scale dolls, because these dolls are quarter scale, 1/4 scale. And she got her own little stand, like majestic, of course. Is this doll worth $300? I don't know. I mean, I almost had a heart attack when I was looking at the MoMA doll that was supposed to be styled after the Van Gogh painting. But bruh, really? This is like straight up BJD status right here. She got the made to move joints everywhere else. So I wonder about this doll, but you know what? Who has this doll that's within our dolly circles? You can go and check out their video right now. Charisma Doll has her. She did a pretty thorough review of the doll, so you should go and check out what the doll's like in person. If you are curious about this doll, let me go and check out Mattel's website. I want to see if it's still available in the USA. Let us see. Oh, it says it's sold out. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that this doll is sold out. I would say probably this is more of an appeal to people who are into integrity type dolls. What do you call those things? Mitzi, Meezy, whatever they're called. Those kinds of dolls, I feel like they're already up there in price. And if you're used to spending that type of money on certain kinds of dolls that have a certain quality level, then this would be it. So this would probably appeal to those people more than anyone else. I get dolls like that too at times. But like, I guess the shock for me with her is how tall she is. You're a 14-inch doll, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do with you? I wouldn't know how to display this doll, where to display this doll, what kind of clothes am I gonna put on you, the shoes. The whole thing would just stress me the hell out, okay? So I can't be bothered. But she is very beautiful. But I'm saying, please don't fall for the nonsense talking about it's a brand new Atelier sculpt. Where? Like, this is straight up Carl. This is the Carl face. Am I bugging? Ain't she Carl, you guys? Isn't this just Carl? Like, it looks just like her. So, like, what is you talking about? Pretty neat idea to branch out and do something brand new. I'm glad they didn't use a Millie sculpt for her at the very least. But I can't justify $300 for this doll that I don't know how to fit into my collection anywhere. Like, it's just too awkward for me personally. So that's just my take on her. But I'm not knocking anybody who got this doll, because she definitely looks like, quality-wise, they're giving you what you would hope that a $300 doll would give you. Because even with, I wonder if her torso is slightly different than like a regular made to move sculpt's shape though. Is she more cinched in the waist? Because like made to move dolls are not that, I don't know, they don't really have that too many curves, you know what I'm saying? They're very like flat looking. So I wonder if her body is also molded after like a bigger version of a made to move, or if the torso area is more like a model muse maybe. I don't know, but we'll have to ask people who already have this doll. If you have her, let us know in the comments if you notice that her torso is a different shape than a regular made to move doll when you compare them side to side. If there is a difference, like what is it more like? What can we compare the torso to? But yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with this doll. Like her hair is in this beautiful intricate hairstyle that I would be so tempted to mess around with. I know I can never duplicate the style again if I want to put it back. So like she'd just have to stay like this forever. My itchy fingers can't handle it. So like it's very, very bad for me to have dolls that I can't touch and like take out of the box and move around and change and customize and do something to. I just need the option to be able to do that. So I did end up getting this doll during the holiday sale, and her original price is $100. Then it dropped down to $70, and then I got her when she was at a 50% sale from $70, right? So I only paid $35 for this doll. And when I got her, just the way she was packaged and the way she looks in the box is so like perfect. And look at her face. I mean, her face is so like fantastical looking with these big bold eyes that she doesn't really make sense with the other dolls in my collection. Like her hair, the whole thing just does not make sense in my collection of dolls that just look like everyday women you see walking down the street. So this is a doll that I have made an exception with, that I keep in the box, and I don't do anything with her but just look at her in the box just the way she is, like a trophy. But I could never have justified getting this doll to keep her in the box like that if she had cost me more than $35. Because there's always the chance that I'm going to want to take her out of the box and do something with her, rebody her, change her out of these clothes. It just so happens that at the moment I feel like she's perfect the way she is, but this is so rare for me. I don't trust myself that I'm going to be able to continue to keep the doll in that condition. So just in case I wanted to take her out, I could never justify buying this doll at $70, $100. Ever. I was just gonna miss out on this doll, even though I loved her when I saw her. Lucky for me, I got her at a really good price, and that allowed me to kind of have the best of both worlds with a doll I can justify keeping in the box, even though that is so not me. And if I do for some reason be possessed with the dolly demons and decide I want to take her out, I don't have to sit there feeling like guilty about it because I spent so much money on the doll. Just in case I choose to change her up or do something different with her or give her a new body or whatever. With the Atelier doll, $300? Like, I can't. I wouldn't know what to do with the doll. I really wouldn't know how to even. This is a regular Barbie that can blend in with all of my other dolls in my collection. Imagine me having the Atelier doll. Like, seriously, I would have to put her up on some kind of pedestal, literal pedestal, and just leave her there. Try to forget that she exists. Because I'll be so tempted. Yeah, so what do you guys think about this doll? Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm being so dramatic? Do you have her? If you do, how are you enjoying this doll? I feel like her jacket is kind of bulky. Like, I would like to see her probably in this little dress more than anything, because she just looks so refreshing like this. And the bulk of this dress kind of takes away from her like silhouette a little bit. And it's like a big piece of clothing. So like, what would you do with it? It's not like you can put it on your other dolls. Can't really interchange your clothing with other dolls unless you have more dolls in the scale, which I don't. So I really just wouldn't know what to do with this doll. And I don't know if I want to spend $300 for a doll in the scale just to like start my collection of dolls in the scale if I was going to do that. I just don't know. But if you were really in love with this doll and you felt like you were gonna miss out forever if you didn't get the doll, then I'm happy for you if you did get her, especially now that she's sold out in the USA. Like, this is a limited edition doll, so enjoy her while you have her. Don't let nobody tell you that you made a mistake buying this doll. But I hope you wouldn't get a doll like this just because like you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, or you think other collectors will think it's cool. Who cares? Okay, don't ever buy dolls because you think someone else is gonna think that it's cool, because they're your dolls. Other people are not going to see your dolls or manage them or care for them or do anything with them. They're just, you know, giving you their fleeting opinions on the internet. Like, who cares? Make sure you're managing your money correctly when you're dealing with this doll hobby, because it can get very out of control easily, and ain't nobody trying to go to the poorhouse over some plastic people, okay? Right quick, I just want to insert this part that while I'm editing, I see that there's a new development here about the rumored signature you create Barbie Basics kits that are supposed to have the full head, body, and wigs combination. Oh Lord, I'm really disappointed about the wigs part, not about the fact that they all come with actual, like, you know, bodies for the heads. So these are going to be those $100 kits that we already saw last year, but they're only making 2 of them this time, and they're supposed to be getting released later on in the month. I don't know what these dolls are going to look like. I haven't really seen anything about these dolls, but this is all we're getting, is this little weird preview picture. So, I mean, if anybody knows anything about these, then make sure you update us in the comment section about it if by the time you're seeing this video, there's more information. But this is going into the pile of dolls that I can't really commentate on right now because we just don't have enough information. We don't know what sculpts they're going to be using. I'm so upset that they're doing the wigs again. Like, Mattel, why? Because the ones that I already have from last year, I still have like 5 or 6 dolls that need hair rooting, and I have not gotten around to doing it, and I just can't enjoy my dolls dressed and styled like I want to because they have no hair, and it's really aggravating, and I really don't like the wigs. So I don't know what to think, but that's probably going to postpone me buying these dolls at this price. Maybe I'll be able to get them on sale like I did with my other 2 kits out of the 3, and not have to spend so much money on them because I'm just not excited about having to deal with these wigs. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if they reuse any of the head sculpts that they came out with last year, because those were all brand new sculpts. But you guys let me know what you think about these, what your anticipation is, and what your hopes are for how these dolls will be an improvement on the ones that we got last year. I see that we do have accessories like purses and belts here that we didn't have before, so maybe they'll shock us and give us something good, but we'll see. I'm already disappointed about all these stupid bee prints. Oh, goodness gracious, what a waste. Anyways, alright, let's get back to the rest of the video. Is there anything else here that you want to hear my opinion about? As I'm scrolling, if you notice, point it out, let me know. I haven't touched on some of these dolls, like this Silkstone doll or the Fashion Frontier #3 doll, because there's really not that much information about them right now for me to commentate. Tribute to Fashion doll here that's blurred out. Yeah, I need more information to give you guys like my full scope of opinion. And for these Silkstone dolls generally, I don't even collect Silkstones anyways, so they're not really ever on my radar unless they're very special looking dolls to me. But like I said, look at how there's like really no information. I can't really see what the doll looks like. So this is why you didn't hear me commentate on them specifically. But coming up soon, just ordered my other 2 dolls from this line that is not here yet. The 3 that I got first, I did reviews and like comparisons of those dolls to some other dolls. They're posted here on YouTube, so you can watch them. This one with the Victoria sculpt, she's on her way to me in the mail right now, and also this one. So that will complete the collection for me for these 5 dolls released together, and I'll be giving you guys my take on them when they get here. And I'll also be updating you guys with stylings that I ended up doing with the first 3 that I got that I was kind of like struggling with. I didn't really know what to do with them. I did end up rebodying the male here and just doing some other things. I rebodied this one too. So I'll show you guys an update on all of that stuff coming up soon. If you are interested, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. And also keep in mind that when I do my like reviews and fashion styling videos, I often feature specific dolls, but I also show other dolls in the videos for comparisons or updates. So if you're curious about more dolls than just the ones that I'm featuring, you don't want to miss any of those videos, because you don't know what tidbits you might miss, what information I might have for you that will be useful to you in your collecting journey, so on and so forth. So just make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. My name is Gypsy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a dolly day.